slideshow. We do what we like to call kitchen chemistry. So what that means is we're going to walk through experiments, tell you how to do it, show you what we're doing, in the hopes that you'll try it at home. We're going to start small, we're going to get bigger. If you have any questions, holler them out. Some are indoor experiments and some are outdoor experiments. We'll clarify as we get going. So without further ado, has anyone here ever heard of a zazula? Well, a zazula is an instrument. It's this long horn, and when you blow in it, it makes a sustained humming noise. And I'm going to show you how to make your very own using a hex nut and a balloon. So we take our hex nut, we put it inside our balloon, give it a little stretch, and blow it on up. Instrument. So as the hex nut goes around our balloon, the air goes through the hole in the hex nut and makes this fun noise. So if you've got somebody to wake up on an early Saturday morning, perhaps doing this right by their ear might be fun. Of course, they might retaliate and try to pierce it with a skewer. So how about we try to put our skewer through our balloon, but without popping it? You gonna work? Well, let's try it. So, our balloon is made of this material that has these long molecules that like to hold on to each other. And if we coat our skewer in a little Vaseline, sometimes we can get it to link onto our skewer without popping. So let's give that a try. So if you do this at home, you can either tell them what you're doing and make it a science experiment, or you can hide it from somebody and make it a magic trick. So you start at the bottom where you have a little give by the knot. You go nice and slow. Go to the other side. Exactly opposite. Be gentle with it. And we can pierce our balloon without it popping. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Would you like to show them? So who here likes bubbles?
I do.
Me too. Do you like snakes?
Yes.
Well, this is going to be a pet bubble snake.
So to make our bubble blower, take a water bottle and cut off the end. For younger kids, cut off a little shorter, like a fourth of a bottle. Cover it with a sock, hold it on with the rubber band. Put it in a soap solution, just half soap and half water. And we can make our bubble snake just by blowing into it. Now, I want to take this experiment outdoors, add coloring. Coloring will dye anything it touches, that's why we want to take this outside. And then you can make a rainbow snake.
What did you put in the bottom of it again?
It's a water bottle with the end cut
No,
off.
I mean, is it a
Sock, just a sock.
Just a sock.
Yep.
Take the sock and turn it inside out and put the water bottle in the sock. A little rubber band keeps it nice and tight. tip it upside down without spilling a drop. So for this one, we need a little help. We're going to make a stand for it. So for my stand, I've used some paper plates, just 4 holes in the bottom and a little string. I'm going to play with a little fork. So here's my cup of water. Here at home, you're going to want to pick your cup first. If you have a heavier cup, you're going to need a sturdier base. Put it right in the center. You'll know if it's going to be the right kind of base. If it bends too much, this won't work. We're going to start, get a little pendulum swing going. Get a feel for it. And then up and over without spilling a drop. One more time. So this is a fun one to practice. You start, you'll have your cup and you can use coins or some pebbles to get the hang of it, get the rotation going. And the force that makes this work is called centripetal force. And then when you get good at it and you can do your water, you'll move up and pick something like an apple juice or a tomato juice and show your mom or dad outside. That one becomes an outdoor if you're not using clear water. Alright, so let's go back to playing with some bubbles. Have you ever heard of dry ice? No? Let me tell you about dry ice. Dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide. And it's called dry ice because there's no liquid state. So it goes from a solid just to a gas. And it's very, very, very cold. So the one rule, we're going to do a couple experiments here with our dry ice. You just never can touch it with your bare hands. So we're going to use our tongs. You grab this one. So I have a contraption here that allows us to capture this gas. Now the term when it's going from a solid to a gas is called sublimation. So we're going to play with some sublimation now.
How sublime.
Very good. Well done, sir. Now, have you ever tried to hold a bubble on your hand? Does it work if you got a dry hand? Not very well. But if we put a little bit of the soapy solution that bubbles like this down a little bit. We can get a bubble to stay on our hand. And we trap the gas inside it. Now I was lucky enough to have a friend that helped me make this little contraption here. But if you're at home and want to do something similar, I'm going to show you a way to do this one at home without the fun. So for this next one, I'm going to grab my top hat jar. So you want a container that has a brim on it and something with nice rounded edges. You're going to use a smaller piece of dry ice than this one did. So you want enough so that the gas is overflowing the top, but not too strong or we can't get a nice big bubble over the top. So you have to play a little bit with the right amount of dry ice to get this one. We'll try that a bit. Alright. So once you have this, it becomes a little bit of a timing game. So you got to get the soap around the edges, but you don't want it to go inside the cauldron or it'll start making little bubbles. So you go right around the edge. Just a little bit. And then you slowly take your hands and move them across the top. I might have too much dry ice in there for this one. So this is an indoor experiment. I try it outside, but sometimes we get dirt in the container, and sometimes it's a little windy out. Try it one more time here. See a nice big hole. See how big we can get it to go. See how long we can get it to last. That one's going. I'm going to get our next one, which is a little hands-on here. Big bubble. I think that might be the biggest one yet. Now I'm going to let this one bubble over.
Ow! What are you guys doing?
We're doing science.
Ooh, Breaking Bad, I saw this.
Wow, that big one's still going. If you'd like, we got some little ones here that you can play with.
What are you doing?
Only rule is you don't go inside the cauldron, so just come play with the ones that are up on the top. Okay?
Oh, I remember this from college.
High fives are especially fun with this.
Oh, that tastes terrible. What is that? Homegrown.
Are you gonna need soap again?
What is that?
Don't eat soap.
No, what's coming out of here?
Carbon dioxide.
You're killing the environment.
You're encouraging it.
Oh, why would you do that? For science. 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 Ow.
You think he's funny, don't you?
Do you want to help with an experiment?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
We're gonna blow something up.
Oh, this is excellent.
All right. Let me give you 2 vials.
Yeah. What do I do with them?
You're gonna pour them in the bag.
Drink them?
No.
Because they look good. Pluto! Pluto! I'm playing with chemicals! This is great! We can have our own lab! We'll make millions!
I got chemicals.
You have chemicals? Oh. No.
Is it lemony?
Yeah. Try that, drink that. What's gonna happen?
Nothing yet. All right. You ready to have the final one?
Ow, it's burning! What'd you put on me?
It's holy water.
It's the magic ingredient.
What is it?
Put it inside.
Tell me what it is. I'm gonna eat it.
Don't eat it.
Why not? Ah! What are you doing? What are you doing?
You got wet.
Stop it! What are you doing?
Who got mad?
Stop it! Stop it! We're gonna kill somebody.
So our baking explosion is simply the baking soda and vinegar volcano that many have probably made at home. We use lemon juice out here because it smells better and it keeps the bees away.
Bees. We're supposed to help bees. And you're keeping them away. Witch.
I'm just helping them to not sting me. All right, we're gonna do our very last experiment.
Oh, I want to see that.
All right.
Whoa!
So for our next one, we're going to play with catalysts. Does anyone here know what a catalyst is?
Meow, meow, meow.
Exactly. It's a cat with a list. It's a cat that goes meow, meow, meow.
Not quite.
No.
A catalyst is
cat
something
with a
that
list,
makes a
right, I just
reaction happen more quickly. Do you want to help by picking 2 colors? There's only 6 options.
Well, there's blue. You picked one? Okay, we'll go
right.
with blue. Me?
I picked one, you picked the
I'm
other.
what's this?
I don't know.
Who's this?
Purple.
Oh, that's what the guys like.
You're a guy.
I know, but not that kind of guy. Green
All right, we'll do blue and green.
and red.
Nope, just 2.
Red. And blue.
Bravo.
Yeah, and yellow.
Oh, yeah, we need yellow.
Yeah. Fuchsia? You didn't know what this was, but you knew this was fuchsia.
All right. So for our kid-friendly and our non-kid-friendly, we're going to play with some catalysts. The kid-friendly catalyst is active yeast. So we're going to do that one first. So in my bottle here, I have a little hydrogen peroxide. You do this at home, the 3% you might have in the cupboard works just fine. Out here we use a 35% solution. It's a little stronger. We add in some green here, swirl it around. We add in some droppers of our soap.
Soap?
Soap.
Soap?
Soap.
Soap? Not soup, soap.
Stir it on up.
So, what are you doing?
All right, we're going to add our catalyst. We're going to count to 3 and see what happens. Is everyone ready?
Cat with a list?
No, it's not. It's a catalyst. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You're making
And we have a foam eruption.
Foam eruption!
Security!
You got us, tattoo! Don't get tattooed, boys and girls. They look like that.
Do we want to see an even bigger foam eruption?
Yes.
All right.
Put in more, put in more, put in more, put in more. Let's level this place. We'll be famous.
We'll put our kid-friendly off to the side. So the nice one about the yeast is that kids can touch it and nothing's going to happen. They're not going to get hurt.
That's not true.
You can touch that one, just don't go inside the cauldron. We're going to add a little more soap to this one. Swirl it around. Grab our secret catalyst for this. That one's hot, don't touch it.
No!
All right, are we ready?
Making a mess.
Count to 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Give it a moment.
Look, it's a cat with a list.
And we have an even bigger
Fire!
eruption.
Fire! Run!
Exploded! We'll be alive!
So as you can see, our secret catalyst is a little bit stronger. It's producing heat. And you don't want to touch it or you're going to get burned.
Ow!
Lick it!
I'm not gonna lick it. It's gonna burn me. No! Look what it did to my finger. Don't put my cat in it.
This is elephant toothpaste. I'm Dr. Thora Pandora. Thank you for coming.
Have a balloon. Have a balloon. Don't put my football in it. Have a balloon. Can we put that in milkshakes?
Yours?
They don't sell milkshakes. I just went over this.
We've been looking for milkshakes.
I was looking for milkshakes and they didn't have them, so I drank 2 Red Bulls instead.
Yeah, let's get those refilled.
I
If you'd
did
like
take
to
a
play with
hit.
the bubbles up front, you're more than welcome. They're smoking bubbles. Just no hands inside the cauldron.
You can grab dry ice. It'll make you healthy.
You cannot grab dry ice.
It gives you
Not listen to
witchcraft
this man.
powers. It'll make you magic.
Is it still witchcraft?
Yes, it's witchcraft. She's doing witchcraft. Look, she has a wand. Hello.
It's a stir stick. And it's a
Wand.
twig.
Wand. Don't you drag Twig into this. She's an innocent fairy. Milkshake bring close to the yard.
High fives are really fun with that. Grab a handful, someone else grab a handful.
Shove it up their nose. Put it in their ears.
I heard he likes them in his ears if anyone wants to try that.
I do.
Lucas, you want to go grab some?